NRAS. Prospective applicants should be more than 18 years with a valid Ghana card and account number. Applicants are expected to register with 100 cities, out of which within 5 to 10 working days, the implementers will visit the preferred house and pay directly to the landlords. Vice President Dr. Mohamed Bawumia assured of no political interference in the application process.
The scheme is being outsourced to the private sector. You are inevitably going to have no political interference, because if they give a loan to somebody who is not eligible, they will lose money. And so if somebody comes to tell you that I am this party or that party, so give me a loan and I don't qualify, they will be essentially hurting themselves if they provide that loan to somebody who cannot repay the loan.
He also emphasized on the new rent bill, which is currently before Parliament.
The current act was passed by Parliament 59 years ago, and therefore its relevance has been outlived by the current population growth, urbanization, housing availability, and general trends.
Minister for Works and Housing Francis Asensio-Boakye said a seed money of 30 million cedis has been made available to begin the implementation.
Currently, there is no mechanism by which eligible households, including the youth, can be supported to access decent rental accommodation and to effectively protect them from undue exploitation. For this reason, it has become imperative to address the short to medium-term market failures.
The project is to be implemented in 6 regions: Greater Accra, Ashanti, Western, Eastern, Bono, and Northern region. The scheme will subsequently be rolled out in all 16 regions.
Meanwhile, the Trades Union Congress has called on the Ministry of Works and Housing to first consider single mothers in rental application process. Secretary General of the TUC, Dr. Yaw Bah, made the call at the launch of the National Rental Assistance Scheme, NRAS, in Accra.
The Trades Union Congress TUC Secretary General Dr. Yaw Bah lauded government for the policy which will address the needs of workers. He emphasized that workers who are within the low-income bracket should be covered. Dr. Yaw Bah urged the Ministry of Works and Housing to be fair in its implementation.
Let's prioritize women, especially mothers with children without husbands, the single mothers. You see, if you provide accommodation to one single mother who has 2 children, it's much better than providing accommodation for others who have no children. I'm saying this because of the experience I've gathered. If you manage to do that, by the time you realize one of those children have already graduated and they are building houses for that mother.
Minister for Employment and Labour Relations, Ignatius Bafwewa, asked the Ministry of Works and Housing to consider pensioners in the rent process.
You commit your time, your working time to your workspace, and then after completing service, you are supposed to go and retire. And one of the major preoccupations of would-be pensioners is where are we going to live? And how are we going to afford that? And these are people who are very vulnerable because, one, they are not even in strong associations. You don't have anybody advocating for them. So if they are in difficulty, there is nobody to speak for them.